What are the secret reading habits of the wealthy? You've seen Patrick Bet-David, you've seen Tai Lopez, you've seen Elon Musk, you've seen Charlie Munger, Theodore Roosevelt. Who else is on there that you recognize? And who else did I leave out? There's Jeremy Miner, who's read over 2,000 books in the last 2 decades. There's Keith J. Cunningham, the author of The Road Less Stupid, who has read a book a week for almost 2 decades. And then there's Brendon Burchard, who has also read a book a week minimum. Brendon Burchard, who is that? He's a high performance coach. Very well known. So these guys, their reading habit has turned their brain into a supercomputer, a walking chat GPT, because they never said, I'm too busy to read because of this season. I'll tell you this, from reading 70 books in 12 months, I heard every excuse. I mean, at one point I was living out of my car, but I still said during this week that I'm living out of my car, I didn't know it was only going to be a week, which is nice. But I said, I'm still going to read, because these guys who have read for decades, they've been through worse. So you really have no excuse if this isn't the season for you reading. I can help with that. So let's break down their reading habits. Let's start with Tai Lopez. If you know Tai Lopez, serial entrepreneur. Dude, did all my pens just die? All my pens just died, so you're just going to listen to me talk. Isn't that amazing? Tai Lopez at one point was reading a book a day for over a year, and at a minimum reads a book a week. He's an amazing writer, and if you ever want to become an amazing writer, you read tons of books. Elon Musk, as a child, was reading over 10 hours a day. He's probably read every religious text, so many books. And at one point, I believe his sister said when he was young, Elon Musk was reading 2 books a day. Pretty crazy, right? But look at his crazy level of success and how much he fed his brain. That trains the brain at the neuroscientific level at amazing levels. Right here, we have Russell Brunson in the top left. And I even forgot to mention Tim Ferriss. What do Tim Ferriss and Russell Brunson have in common around speed reading? They actually are both big speed readers and even taught and sold speed reading as one of their first businesses. Tim Ferriss did it in college. Now right here we have Patrick Bet-David, CEO of PHP. Valuetainment has the #1 entrepreneur YouTube channel. I go to his amazing event every year, and I've even trained his inner circle CEOs that pay him hundreds of thousands of dollars. Patrick Bet-David has read over 2,000, 3,000 books now. And the reason why people pay him thousands, tens of thousands of dollars is because he's read thousands of books. Let's look at LeBron James, who's even said as an athlete, the reading habit has helped him become a better athlete. Let's look at Mark Cuban, also billionaire, huge reader, and reads multiple hours a day because he says that gives him leverage in his business. Think about it. At that stage, he just needs more information, more leverage. He doesn't need more hands-on working in the business as much. It's the leadership, it's the delegation. We have Bill Gates, who has reading think tanks where he reads, dozens of books in a week, and at a minimum a book a week. He has a very high reading speed as well, almost 4 times that of the average American. So think about it. Will 4 times the amount of high leverage information help your business grow faster? The answer is a yes, an obvious yes. If that is not obvious, that learning faster earns faster, what are you doing here? Of course, you probably want to be a better reader. So again, I'm here to help you. Thanks for listening. I'm not trying to brush you away. Then we have Bill Gates and Charlie Munger. Charlie Munger's quote, which is, I've never met a wise man who is not reading all the time. Never. Billionaire. He's passed away. Rest in peace, Charlie. You're an amazing man. I want to go through all their book lists. And then we have Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett. Here's the funny thing. People don't really take these old white guys seriously. They used to be a young, voracious reader. They're like, oh, they're old. They weren't reading back then. They were busy taking action. Not true at all. Warren Buffett was reading 1,000 pages a day when he started his career as an investor, because he wasn't thinking in the short term. He was thinking in the long term. No one thinks that they should work hard, work long, and work smart. They don't choose all 3. He certainly did. All right, then we even have PewDiePie and Oprah here. Why did I put PewDiePie? Well, PewDiePie read 72 books, I believe, in a year as a challenge. Easy. He's just a YouTuber. But it's starting to become a trend, especially online. Just look on YouTube. People who said, I read a book a week for a year and it changed my life, and it will for you. If you adopt rich people reading habits, Your life will change. Look at that. 85% of self-made millionaires reading a minimum of 2 books per month. And then Fast Company research showing that the top 26% of CEOs read a book a week. The top 26. The rest of them read around a book a month, hopefully. But there you go. What is our next topic? Let me check for you. Well, here's the next topic. Apparently you want to know how I got into this work, so I'll share that next.